So I was just watching a very tragic story about a girl who doesn't like a guy just because of his nose, you know. And that made me think, what if the entire story was about that? Just her rejecting a guy because he's blind. And then she gets blind, so that teaches her a lesson. And that was a life lesson, really. Yeah, life's short. Before you know, you can drop that. And what was it for? So, are you gonna be with a guy because you can see, because you can hear, or because you really like him for who he is?
But I was not good enough for her. Who are we kidding?
When I just moved to the Netherlands, I had to start up a network because I only knew my girlfriend and her cat. So the cat died. And I went to work on a TV show here, and I met John the Hollander, Oscar Westrup, de cameraman. Vertel eens even, John, hoe moeilijk is het om een film te maken?
Heel erg moeilijk.
Ja?
Daarom zijn we nu bezig met ontspannen.
Ja.
Anders gaat het morgen niet goed.
Morgen, ja. Wat doen we morgen?
Filmen in het park.
In het park.
Jazeker.
Je kan misschien wel een keer langs laten lopen, Suderland. Stinkdier.
So I said, great, now I have people to work with, because nobody can make a film alone. Each crew member has his own task and does his own things. So I'm then from the production, Bruno is the director, Danny is doing the planning. Then for example we have Oscar, it's one of the cameramen. And and then John van der Putten is a good man for the sounds.
And you say we'll talk tomorrow. No, you do.
Where's the sound guy actually?
That's the sound guy.
Oh.
We don't need sound for this shot.
And then we have Rob. He's very important for the motion and for the grip stuff. That there are a few persons who are working with us. The network keeps growing, and you only get the top people to work with you. You know, you have to love it. It's not about making a film to have a good network. No, it's having a good network to make a good film.
Can't tell you how many times she walked down this park with me.
So that story came up to me very fast. So I sat down, in 3 hours I had the script, and it didn't change almost at all since the first draft.
The project has heart, and not just the story, but everyone who's involved. I mean, when I met with Bruno, he was so passionate about the project.
Her face, that scene you showed me, remember?
Yeah. He was so passionate about it, and I met him, and I already felt good about it, so it was pretty clear I was going to do it.
Hello.
Director called me, and he said he wrote the script. And I was curious. I was like, okay, send it over to me. And I had such a huge reaction to it. When I read her part, I was like, oh my God, I so want to do this. Please let me do this. And then he said, okay, you can do this part. And then I got really scared because it was such a challenge for me to do the part. Because at one point I was sweet, but I had to be a bitch. I was really healthy, and then I got really sick and scared and sad, and so I had everything rolled into this part. So that was just huge for me. It was such a great challenge.
Silence, please. Silence. Stilte op set.
It's like being sick.
I can imagine.
Lying in bed all day. And nobody comes to visit me.
I started preparing a long time before we started to shoot that scene. I just locked myself into this room and listened to classical music.
I saw that she was listening to Beethoven, Symphony of Beethoven, and we talked about that previously, and that's her way to go into a little place, an emotional place. So it's actually very awkward for me to go into my little place because, I mean, she fed me.
When I got to the bed, I was really getting there already, and when Terry walked in, it was really strange. The very first take we did, she started crying, and I just sobbed and sobbed and sobbed. It was very real.
real. I mean, to me, the first take was really, really, really real. The other ones were real as well, but this one was just like, oh, girlfriend, stop it.
Right, good. This is Christophe Saint-Jacques, right? Is my French good?
Your French is perfect.
He's playing blind today, and sometimes deaf as well.
What?
Deaf.
What?
Deaf. With an F, not
No, I was playing deaf.
He's a good actor.
I'm together with Bruno. It's between two. We had one recording for the voiceover, and now we're going to Utrecht to film the last scene of our beautiful film set in stone, and that's at the graveyard, and that's in Utrecht. So we're in between scenes now. When you turn the camera, you see our director. Look. Oh, hello. He's really...
But you're better looking, so let's keep you on the front.
I'm better looking.
Yeah. I'm ready. Rolling.
Let me tell you about my blindness.
I think my girlfriend will have more trouble with me kissing someone that I've only known for, well, a day. And once you're in the flow of things, you just do what comes naturally. And it didn't feel like a hard thing to do.
It was fun. It was a bit awkward because it was a kissing scene, and everyone was just looking at us, of course. But oh well, you know, it's part of the deal.
You know, everybody just loves to think that God would never give wings to a snake because a snake has no use for them.
Christophe and I, we spoke on the phone previously when he asked me if I could just record the voiceover for him so he could listen to the accent. And when I saw the trailer, actually, he had a completely different accent.
Years ago, this girl used to pass by me every day, once a day, and she sold flowers. She was beautiful.
There's a certain mystery in his voice and his character and in his accent, and that's great.
Years ago, this girl used to pass by me every day, once a day, and she sold flowers. She was beautiful.
Old days, you know. You could impress a girl with words instead of touch screens or gasoline.
It was great. It was my first blind character, and it was a big challenge for me. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a short film, and we had a lot of days for the short film. So you build up, you know, bondage with the crew and director and everyone, and then tomorrow we let it go, and then it's in the hands of the director.
We have 45 scenes to shoot. We shot one, and we have half an hour to finish. No, that's a lie. She didn't know. It's good. I need you to take the lead and make the camera setups happen. The track is good.
Okay.
So we need the jib there.
Okay.
But remember what I told you yesterday? The jib is up.
Yeah.
We don't see the bench. When it goes down, we see the bench.
I really like seeing how everything just sort of comes together. I mean, even when you're reading the script, you form a mental picture, of course, that is completely your own. And then when you're actually on set, things, of course, look different again. But when you actually see the final thing, you know, all together with seeing part of the soundtrack get made and saw that under the actual film.
What I like the most is sitting down and letting the composer do the music while I watch it, so I don't have to do anything.
All right.
Just ask for what I want.
I'm recording the music for Set in Stone.
This scene then, the end.
Yeah, the scene where he gets the ring from the blind man.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and start recording the riff.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Die noot.
Misschien toch inderdaad.
Mixing the audio, getting all the pieces together here. Bruno has done a great edit on it, and yeah, I'm trying to get everything into place, audio-wise. So Vincent has composed and played the music, sent it to me, and yeah, working on it to get everything sounding great. I had to do some refurnishing in my apartment, and right now it's working in 5.1.
And
I would sit on that bench every day, once a day, and she would come by and offer me her flowers.
But this is a really touching, happy moment, you know. So the music you're playing now, it matches. It's you know. Yeah. The weather is pretty bad in the Netherlands right now, as you can see, and while John is editing the sound, I'm here doing the color correction in the film. It's a job that takes hours and hours every day. It's just basically making every shot match each other in color and light and black and white and colors, because one take is done in the morning and the next take is done at night. So the light difference, the sun is moving, and as you can see here, if I touch only something in the color bar, it already changes completely the mood of the scene. I have to do that for every take of the film. That's something that you're gonna see for 2 seconds. Took me 3 days to correct, because it's not that simple. We worked with 4 cameras in some points.
I mean, it was really interesting to work in a movie where they use 3 to 4 cameras at the same time, because you cannot fake it. There's everything is captioned at that moment.
Hello.
Personally, I really like to work really quickly, and especially in emotional scenes. If you really want it to be real, I mean, you have to work on it, and you can keep it and you can hold it in for a small period of time, and suddenly it sure explodes. If you work really quickly, it's still there, it's still real. If you have to do it over and over again, you start faking it.
So we'll just let him sit and we do nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Focus always on her now?
Yeah.
Roll cameras. Light. Okay. Scene 7 and 8. Take 2. Act.
Life took my vision. I still have my 4 other senses to work with. She sold flowers. She was beautiful. Though they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Huh?
And it's always so nerve-wracking to see yourself on film, but it's amazing. I think it's amazing. I think it's just wonderfully done.
It's really funny to see, because my character, of course, is just in the beginning of the film and in the end. There's not a whole lot going on. And then you see the movie and there's so much stuff going on in between those 2 little moments. And that's just, I thought it was going to be great, but this just, yeah, it's really amazing. And I'm looking forward to work with all these people again, because everyone is just passionate and they do what they do because they love what they do, and they just want to do it as much as they can, as good as they can, and that's, I think that's what filmmaking is about, no matter what part of the process you're in.
How many fingers do you see here? Yellow. Sure.
Woo! Yes!
So you're gonna be on.
It's a wrap. We had a beautiful time together. It was a beautiful adventure. For a short, we had a lot of time. And we had a really fantastic crew, really fantastic and energetic director. I'm happy with him.
And I like it much better. So let's try to get it right without Oscar now. Okay, yeah. Because now
Now you just see a guy like this.
So,
great.
Long live creativity.
I do want to talk to you tomorrow.
Pretty much like that.
Which part did you like the most?
This not yet. I'll like the end the most. When it's over and I can go home sleep.
I feel like I've lost another life. My career, yeah, might be over.
Ja.